Gotta wrap up, turtle. Well, I think we should talk about a bug and something that happened in space.
Alright. I think we should talk about how this heat is killing everything and everybody, and that's going to lead into an outbreak of turtle herpes. Because heat will...
It'll draw the turtles out.
Yep. It'll make them go into shallower and or deeper water, spreading the turtle herpes until the whole world has turtle herpes. Or terpes, as I like to call it.
All the turtles will have herpes.
Yes.
And to be honest, kind of like America.
Yeah. I mean, the herpes epidemic is
serious. And they're just all walking around with fucking...
Everybody's got herpes.
All the fucking... All the turtles have like little blisters all over their faces, which is real. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like little pustules.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah, fucking freaks, dude. They're out there fucking twisting and grinding. You gotta wrap up, turtle. Fucking Franklin needs to wear a condom. They never covered that shit in Franklin.
You know, they don't get it from having sex, right? Jesus, the wind is blowing.
Yeah, they do. They get it from boning, dude. How else do you get herpes? You have
Water transfer from fluids.
No, you have to fuck to get herpes.
No, you don't. Their kind of herpes isn't a sexually transmitted disease.
Not butt sex.
It's
oh, that's AIDS. Sorry.
Not even AIDS.
Yeah, that's how you get. That's why the gays.
That's because they get blood on their
because the butt sex.
Yeah.
Only through butt sex. So that's why. I mean, I guess if you're gay and you only do like blowjobs, then you don't get AIDS, right? Because then you're not doing butt sex. But because even if you're straight and you're doing butt sex, you can get AIDS.
Yeah. Because then there's blood transfer.
Yeah, did you know that, like, would you be a cricket?
No.
You would never want to be a cricket?
No, never.
Why?
Because, number one, I know that they have sex, and, like, the way...
They get fucked.
Yeah.
The dudes get fucked.
Yeah. It's, The
females mount the men, and then the men, what they do is they leave a nut, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a little tiny like mountain of jizz on the female, and then she does some ab exercises, some deep breathing,
and just like absorbs it through osmosis.
Absorbs the jizz. This is the thing, she fucks a bunch of dude crickets. She literally pegs the fuck out of them, and then.
It's like a weird
she like decides
cricket bukkake.
Yeah, whoever has the most jizz gets the baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, dude. And they can have like 200 babies or something crazy like that.
Same thing with like frogs. Some frogs can have upwards of like 200 frog babies, like the little tadpole things.
Oh, I know. We've seen them.
Oh yeah.
Look at them. They're in the fucking pool.
Yeah.
Right now. There's fucking billions of them. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Dude, insects are crazy. I saw this really cool beetle I took a picture of. I don't know what kind of beetle it is.
Was it green and shiny?
Yeah.
I found a lot of them. I found a couple of them in our pool. I found some bees.
Were they big?
Yeah.
Like this big, right?
Yeah.
They're really cool.
I think it's a type of dung beetle.
Yeah, but where's the poop at?
He was trying to find poop. Dog poop.
Say he doesn't even poop over here.
No, but those other dogs do.
They poop over there. Yeah. He was a long way from the poop. I didn't kill the one that I saw. It was like the lady at the front. It was right at her front door. She's like, kill it, kill it. I'm like, no. I picked it up and I just moved it to the grass. And she's like, why would you do that? I'm going to kill it when you leave. And I was like, you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But it's not hurting anything. I was like, this beetle can't hurt you. I was like, you watch too much of The Mummy.
Yeah. You don't need to kill something.
Actually, those are real beetles. Those are real things that actually go in your skin and kill you. But
You don't need to be going around killing beetles.
Yeah.
Little belly beetles.
Dude, I think I'm gonna go to school for entomology. I wish I could just do, I don't really want to go to school because I don't want to do, the core classes, you know what I mean? I just want to take whatever classes I want. I don't care if I get a degree, technically, because I just want to take, things I'm interested in.
You know you can just take an online class and,
I want to go in because I want, the...
I'm going to be real with you. There's nobody who's going to, give you that much attention.
No, but is there a teacher on the computer?
No, I just don't think you're that likable. I mean,
Well, no, I get that. But I really like bugs.
So, just start looking at YouTube
I research a lot of bugs, but...
You can literally look up anything about bugs on the internet.
I know, but I feel like there's certain things that you just need to know.
There's also entomology 101s on YouTube.
I want to, take take a course on math.
What do you want to know about math?
I don't know. I feel like I want to learn calculus.
I can teach you calculus.
Oh, dude, let's do it. What is the basics of calculus? What is even calculus? What's the purpose of it?
It's just really hard math problems. That's it.
It's not the math of really small numbers, or
it can be
that trigonometry?
No, trig is...
What is the math of really small things?
Now you gotta make me look up shit.
Yeah. I wonder, how far this would be from this, and I just Google how far it is, and I do the math problem. That's easy, but, I don't know. I think I was discouraged at math because I couldn't do, people would be like, what's 8 times 8? What's 10 times 10? You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck, I'm not good at math. But then I'm, thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, fucking calculators, bro. Those people are just assholes.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes, you gotta remember multiplication tables, and that helps you in math. Do, quick math in your head so you can figure out a problem quicker. I used some kind of, small children's toy when they were teaching me multiplication tables in, first grade, second grade, something like that.
Yeah, did you ever have to do... We used to do, math competitions against other classes.
Yeah, I always won.
Nope.
Actually, that's a lie. There's a friend of mine who I've known literally my entire life, from kindergarten to now. He works at NASA now. He's an aerospace engineer. And he would always, be done with it before we even, started. And he would just,
He was good at math.
Yeah, not even Asian. White dude. Yeah, he played golf a lot.
Probably had a little wiener, so he was probably Asian that way.
I have no idea.
Maybe it was that Asian.
I think...
Dude, there's a lot of different types of Asians, dude. And it's racist to say that you couldn't see it because of his skin color or his face.
I think he was somewhat Jewish.
Well, then there you go, dude.
Yeah, but
they count money all day.
I know. And he was rich, so that makes sense. Okay, so physics is used to create mathematical models in order to arrive into an optimal solution. For example, in physics, calculus is used in a lot of its concepts. It includes motion, electricity, heat, light, harmonics, acoustics, astronomy, and dynamics. So basically, calculus is used for anything big. Or basically, not big,
yeah,
but
so that's not what I asked, though.
Yeah, you said, what is calculus used for?
Oh, yeah. No, but what's the measurement for something small?
The measurement for something small?
Oh, no. The math called for something small.
It's more like elemental math, which is physics. Quantum math.
Quantum physics is the study of small.
Big and small.
I don't think so. Google quantum physics.
How do I know? This podcast is brought to you by the idiotic and the ridiculous ideas of chocolate Smoov. That is CHDICKLATE Smoov at gmail.com. What? Welcome back. So, yeah.
It is the way we explain small things. Like micro penises.
And big things too.
That's just physics. You even said it yourself. You literally just said it yourself.
Okay, you know how you can go infinitely smaller?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go down to the quantum physics,
that's the smallest.
you're still bigger than whatever is infinitely small.
Yeah, but you use quantum physics to figure that out.
I think you need to go back to English school.
You know my mom, you know that blue thing that I tell you that my mom called that little blue thing a fajigger?
Yeah.
Or no, a jigger.
A jigger.
A jigger. Yeah. I'm like, you're crazy. And my mom said to me, she called me, she goes, Dylan, you're never going to believe this. So I was stopped at the bridge and I had to take a shit again. And I almost shit in a cup again. And I'm like,
again?
Yeah. I'm like, what? She's like, I didn't do it, but I almost did. And I was like, either way, you can't really make this a thing. Like, you can't. That's crazy. She's like, well, not unless you want to put it on somebody's doorstep. And I'm like, I think they use dog poop for that.
And that's where we're going to call this an intro. Hello, and welcome to the Chocolate Smoov and Chappsticc podcast. If you don't know who we are, check us out on Instagram. We appreciate it, and we love you guys. What were you talking about with the grasshopper sex? They have to jizz all over the female, and then the female probes?
No, so somehow the jizz gets on the back of on the abdomen. And it basically is like a fanny pack / mountain of cum. And then it sits on the abs, and then it does like this like breathing exercise.
Oh, Lord.
And sucks in the cum. And gets it all up in there, in the guts. And then it goes off and bangs another. Yeah, it's just a big orgy.
What the hell was that?
From the heat. Popping
okay.
Out of the thing.
God.
So, that's awesome. Science.
Physics.
Yes. Don't you love when science happens right in front of your face? Every single day. I know. It's crazy. Yeah, but then
anyway, back to cricket cum.
But then they they store all the jizz, and they can do it for up to 2 weeks if conditions are right. Living conditions are correct. They can do it for basically hold the jizz for like 2 weeks, and then they decide somehow. Now I guess they don't know if they decide based on like genes, because if they don't want your jizz, all right. So this is the other thing too, right? So because they hold the jizz, the male cricket, after they basically get fucked, and not like, oh yeah, this chick fucked me. It's like, no, she pegged you, bro. Like, you got fucked. And then he like stands by aggressively. He's like, take my cum, take it. He like makes sure it gets all up in there. He's like, nobody, don't fuck with my cum. And he like makes sure. And chicks know about this, right? Because chicks are very selective. This is the one thing. Rape can't happen.
As most women, yes.
Rape can't happen in the cricket world.
What?
Yeah, because alright, so she'll just drop the jizz. If you raped her, she'll just be like, burn. Nope.
I feel like in the cricket world,
but that's
it's like
why
the praying mantis world, where the female would just like eat your head at that point.
But they're rapists, dude, because they'll like stand by and they'll be like, you better.
But the female fucks the dude too, so I guess it was.
Yeah, but the woman has control of the whole situation in the cricket world.
What if that dude gets raped?
Yeah, she could rape. Women's are the rapers, probably, yeah. But they also don't know, they can't find each other because female crickets actually travel very far normally to hook up with other crickets. And, by the way, shout out to the podcast Ologies, because I learned most of this stuff from there.
I mean...
But they can't, so they use their wings, not their fucking feet.
Right.
To call, which I didn't know that, so...
Okay.
Fucking...
cricket noises.
To be honest,
like an empty
James
theater.
and the Giant Peach
Yeah.
can suck it now.
Yeah.
Because that was like a big deal, like he was like out playing music, and also, anytime a cricket's making those sounds, it's because they're horny.
Yeah, they
So
just
that
want
cricket
sex.
in that scene when he's playing the violin with his feet for the fucking James and the Giant Peach guy means he was trying to fuck a kid.
I thought he was fucking the spider.
Yeah, but he was the kid was there while he's like, so he's basically has a huge hard on while the kid's around.
Listen, that cricket is way younger than that kid. Cricket's got a lifespan of what? 2 weeks? 3?
Yeah,
tops?
this is the thing, right?
Like,
those things that James and the Giant Peach, like, let's be honest, they would have died a long time ago. That trip was maybe it was a week. So they're right at the end of James and the Giant Peach, and he's like, guys, we made it. They're all just dead. He's like, what the heck? Dude, like, we made it our 2 weeks.
We only ate peaches.
We landed in New York,
well, actually,
and some
the
pest control. The peach landed right where some pest control guy sprayed. We landed on some guy's yard. They sprayed pesticides on.
Yeah, that unfortunate blind worm never stood a chance.
Never stood a chance. Yeah, that show was fucking crazy.
Dude, you know
that little British kid, he did so much.
He did a lot of movies.
He did so many movies in the 90s. Like, from the 90s to early 2000s, that kid made fucking movies.
I think he was even in, like, the Johnny Depp version of Sweeney Todd as, like... No, because that was later. Who was this kid? I'm gonna look this kid up.
Dude, I don't know, but he was so prominent. Like, his voice, like, you knew his voice everywhere. The Spiderwick Chronicles.
Yep.
Right? Like, and I can't believe you never saw that movie. That's a great movie.
I saw it whenever... Well, I saw the end of it.
You know, we watched it together. We watched the whole thing.
Did we watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
I think I only watched half of it.
Maybe we watched the beginning.
I think so. Where is this kid at? This doesn't even say... Hold on, go back. Oh, here we go. Paul Terry.
Paul Terry. Name some movies he's in.
Well, now, is an English former child actor. He is best known for...
What does he look like now?
James.
The same?
No, he's 33 now, so he looks vastly different than James.
Holy shit!
Yeah, right? He's got glasses now, so it makes a really big difference. He was in James Giant Peach, Micro Soap, and Farmer Alfalfa. That's it.
Oh, so that guy didn't do anything. What's the other kid? What's the kid in the Spiderwick Chronicles that basically could have played James and the Giant? I guess, you know what, though?
It looks
James and the Giant
similar.
Peach was earlier, or way earlier than that kid.
Yeah, it was 1996.
Yeah, and that kid was a kid when I was, like, in high school.
Yeah,
so.
2008. Listen, you aged, but not that quick, dude.
Yeah.
Calm down, you're only 40.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Just putting that out there, not 40. 22.
Chocolate Smoov is 42.
I'm 22.
42.
Not 42. And if anybody ever came up to me and said that, I would probably not do anything.
Thomas Highmore.
Because I'm afraid of
this kid.
confrontation.
Alfred,
yeah, that kid.
Whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
he
Alfred
looks the same.
Highmore.
His name's Alfred?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the Bates Motel kid.
He's also the doctor, the autistic doctor,
Yeah.
Good Doctor.
I
Bates
actually dug that
Motel.
show. What's
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's
What's the name of the show?
What?
The Doctor Show.
Good Doctor.
Good Doctor, yeah.
The Good Doctor.
I dig that show. It was actually kind of good.
It was a really good show.
Kind of put a good spin-off, right? Because I guess, if Rain Man is a great gambler, let him gamble, you know what I mean? And if the dude's a great surgeon, regardless if he's autistic
let
or
him
whatever,
do it.
yeah.
Shoot.
I don't care if you got a bum arm. Like, if you're gonna fix me, dude. I don't care.
It's like what, Doctor Strange? Like, dude, his hands were fucked.
Yeah, and then he got superpowers.
Yeah.
Like, I would still let him do surgery.
If somebody got superpowers, like autism, fuck, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Did you hear about the thing how those autistic kids were like protesting against? I'm sure this happened a while ago, but these kids were protesting against, and I kind of get it, like them taking out the gene for autism, like them being able to, before birth happens in a person, be able to extract it so that it doesn't happen.
These people fighting for autism?
Yeah. Like they're like, oh well, look what I've accomplished, and how could you take this away from somebody? But that's a weird argument, right?
Yeah, don't subjugate your child to that.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to not do that? Like, I get that it's like, I'm sorry that you have this, but at the same time, it's like, that's a tough subject, dude.
It's less I'm sorry, it's more like, listen, you gotta really think about your kid.
Because isn't it like physiology, like, wise, isn't it just like things just aren't firing properly, right? Like,
it's something, sometimes it's firing not enough, sometimes it's over firing.
Social cues.
Like, if you touch somebody's skin, it could feel like literally you're stabbing them. Or, you know, they can't feel touch, or some things like that.
Well, we do, we treat this one guy's house that he has like this matted wall. It's like a bedroom that's like, it's like a padded room.
Mm-hmm.
And the house, like, I guess before, like, basically I was spraying and the kid was sleeping. He's like 18 years old, but he was sleeping, and he's like, just don't go in that room, spray everywhere else. And I'm like looking around the house, and like, first of all, I walk in the house, and the house is completely dark. Pitch black dark. Right? And he's like, I can't turn any lights on, just, you know, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. So I didn't ask any questions, and as I'm going through, I'm kind of like noticing different things.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy has like, obviously the kid likes comic books, because he has every comic book you can ever imagine, and it's like alphabetized, and like, and the whole dining room is just boxes of like crates of comic books with like A to Z, Captain America, A to Z, like
that's
1
amazing
through 8,
and organized.
Like, yeah, but that's great and all. But the kid also, he'll if you touch him, like, you know, don't touch my baseball, and what's that? Is it something about Mary? But the kid is like, you never seen that movie?
Is it literally called Something About Mary?
With Cameron Diaz and Ben, and she's got the jizz on her ear.
I think so.
Or he's got the jizz on his ear or something like that, and she puts it in her hair.
The way you're describing it is terrible, but I know what you're talking about.
Some kind of thing, yeah. But the kid's like, don't touch my baseball, and then he freaks out. He touches the baseball, and then gets the shit kicked out of him by the dude. This guy, if you even bump into him, and he just runs around the walls. Like, he just runs around and, like, bangs on the wall, each wall. Like, he just does that around the whole house.
Mm-hmm. That's like his,
But he literally will, like, if you bump into him, though, he'll fuck you up.
Right.
But the dude, like...
I'm just gonna cut this part out. But, just next time, when you're lighting it, don't talk. Like, if you're gonna start a sentence, do it after you light it. That way I can cut the light part out.
Okay.
Because I thought about it, and I need to do a little bit more editing. Well, we're good now. So go ahead.
So basically, but the dude had apparently, so I told him all about this. So the room was padded and shit. There was no holes in the walls when I went there, but so I went back to my office, and I was telling the people about him, and they're like, oh yeah, that guy, and he's like, yeah, one time I bumped into him and he punched me. And I'm like, Jesus, and he's like, I kind of talked to whatever and said we shouldn't do this account no more. I don't really feel comfortable.
I mean, like, but that's just how it is for them.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though, right? So the dude, apparently when the other guy went there, the dude had a gun on the table, just like out. It's like, let me tell you something. You can't have a gun, like, you know what I mean?
Right. You
That's
can't just have a gun out.
Yeah. It's because of the freaking thing. But yeah, that's a little weird. But yeah, so like, okay, so why would you? There's no way to be like, all right, so you're like Rain Man autistic. You know what I mean? Like, you got this kind of autism, or you have like, you're gonna be a little socially awkward, but like you're gonna be great at fucking physics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or something crazy, great, or you're gonna be an amazing piano player. You can't say like, oh, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of autism so that you're really good at something. You can't do that to people. One. And two, you can't like control the level of autism that they have. So it's like, yeah, I understand that you're like, oh well, I would have never have been here, but you know what? You would have been here. You just wouldn't have autism.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. You still would have been you. They're not your person isn't gonna change.
Maybe the life events that you had, maybe not.
Yeah, of course you're not gonna be. But the reality of being autistic is like, too, like most autistic people, I think, live with their parents or are dependent on somebody their whole life.
Unless they're high functioning.
Like Taco.
That's Down syndrome.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
But like the high functioning autism is like, what was that movie, The Accountant? And like he had high functioning autism.
Oh yeah, and he lived on his own, and he was super organized,
and he was also
Ben
a mercenary,
Affleck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Just an amazing movie, but it was that's how they are. Sometimes.
Do you think Ben Affleck played an autistic guy in every movie that he was in? Because he was the same character. I didn't see any difference in character. He played like the same guy that he was in Good Will Hunting. He just talked less.
In Good Will Hunting, he didn't take a wooden bar and just like start grinding it against his shin because, you know, and medicated.
No, but they did. Well, he was an alcoholic.
I mean, that's self-medication,
yeah.
so that's...
And he also would go and fight people for no reason, just for fun.
Yeah, but that's for fun. I would like to do that, but I'm not that reckless.
Look at those fucking guys over there playing basketball.
Oi, hey!
Hey, let's fuck them up.
Hey, we're from Australia. We don't even like basketball.
That's not even a good Australian accent.
I wasn't trying to.
Give me a better one. Say like, would you
like...
Oi,
good day. Welcome. We're going to we're going to throw a couple more shrimp on the barbie.
Look at that kangaroo.
Would you look at that beauty?
Would you look at that cunt over there?
Rip Steve Irwin.
Did they say cunt a lot?
Yes, that's like their number one.
Yeah.
Ah, you daft cunt.
Yeah, it's a good thing, right? They're like, oh, you cunt.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, what's up, you cunt? That's like saying,
instantly
hey, what's
demonetized.
up,
bro? No income coming to this video.
Yeah. This is the thing, right? Maybe.
Only on Australia, though.
Maybe, because look at how, like, Australia started saying it. And, like, they made it a word that it was, like, not very offensive anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just say all words that are offensive to people. And just if everybody said them, then it wouldn't mean anything.
What?
Like, if everybody was an N-word. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure you can't.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, if everybody... Because everybody's a cunt in Australia.
Yeah.
You know I mean,
like, if you...
And why can't you just change a little bit of a meaning of a word? I guess you can do that, right? Because you just did it with cunt.
I mean, if everybody starts doing it, and everybody comes to a consensus, alright, this is what it means.
Everybody's an N-word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there you go.
Like, that's,
Same with faggot, right? You just make it like, everybody's a faggot. Everybody's a faggot N-word. And then no offense, everybody's a trans faggot N-word. And what's another offensive word?
I'm gonna have to bleep all of this out.
What's another?
We're gonna have to find this bleep sample. Oh God.
What are all the offensive words? And then you just, if everybody's just that.
There's 13 of them.
What are the, so you just, all 13 of everybody, we just come to a general agreement that everybody is like
Can we just get an acronym?
Yeah. Everybody is a chink fag.
Fishtail.
Everybody is a chink fag and cracker.
You're gonna make me blur all of this out. I really hate you. I gotta edit this, man.
I'm gonna use that in a bit. I don't care because I can do that on stage. I don't care.
Oh my god! Don't do that.
That's a quality joke, dude. Right? Because that's hilarious. And this is the thing, right? Because everybody would just be the same then. Nobody would be different. You can't be racist if we're all the same.
I mean, we are all the same.
That's
how you not be racist.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. They said, like, I don't know what I was listening to. Maybe NPR, like an NPR thing. But basically on a guy that does, like, censuses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he said that basically he predicted within the next, like, 20 to 50 years. No, that can't be right.
What, racism is gonna end?
No, not gonna end, but majority of the world will be the same color.
I mean, yeah, because everybody's mixing together. I mean,
yeah, so everybody essentially one day will just be like this tan, mulatto like kind of thing.
There was one dude I looked up online.
So racism is technically irrelevant. It's color and all that is just
we're all just gonna mix together anyway.
Basis on
where you
climate.
came from.
Yeah, on climate and environment. So it's like,
I mean, half the Puerto Ricans that I know, pale as fuck. I mean, like,
I don't even know any Puerto Ricans. No, I'm just kidding. I know a lot of Puerto Ricans.
See?
Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Half of them pale as fuck. Because, you know, they were inside. Or, like, you know, they never just got sun. If you're actually from Puerto Rico, you're kind of tan.
You're tan, yeah, that's crazy, yeah. Yeah, and then I mean, that's true because, like, if you live somewhere and you get sun all the time, you're going to be darker.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you live in fucking Kansas, you're going to be fucking pale.
Well, unless you work out on a farm or something.
No, then you're going to be tan for a certain amount of days out of the year.
Yeah, because you're white. And, like, you lose your tan quick.
Mm-hmm.
If you got some melanin in my skin, I know I got some melanin.
That's why...
Get that native.
That's why you see those old people just melting out here. In the summertime, in the wintertime, because they know when they go north, they need to be as tan as possible because they're going to lose it.
Well, here's the thing. That's why old people's skin sag, because they go out in the sun too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it tightens up, and then when they go back home, the snowbirds, and they lose their tan, their skin loosens up again, and it just starts sagging even more.
Mm-hmm.
So they keep getting tans, and then you get a fucking, what is it, tummy tuck or whatever?
Facelifts.
Get some staples in the back of your neck.
Yeah, you just get skin tightening.
Some crazy stuff. I watch SpongeBob too much. They did that to
Get your
Mermaid
balls
Man and
taped
Bart the
up.
Boy. What?
Get your balls taped up.
What?
The older you get, the lower your balls. That's just gravity.
Yeah.
Weight and time and...
Dude, I'm wrapping this thing around my leg and using it as like a knee brace.
Think about what you're going to have to do when you're fucking...
Yeah, when I'm 40.
Mm-hmm. You have to have it in a wagon like on South Park.
Oh, what was that poor dude who had elephantitis of the balls? But it was only one ball.
Oh my god, you just got one giant fucking ball.
And he had to, like, wear a hoodie on his legs to, like, cover it up. And it was so sad.
That's amazing. You just have
so sad,
dude.
You
just put your legs to the thing and you just let the ball sit in the hoodie.
Exactly. It was like carrying around, like, a 20-pound bowling ball or something like that.
It's actually fucking genius.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Thinking about how fast he'll be when he gets rid of the ball.
He's not getting rid of it.
If he's a fast with that ball, right? Like, if he's a quality runner with the one ball.
I guess you could get rid of it.
Yeah, what do you need the ball for?
You know they'll pay you $50,000 for one testicle.
What do you need two anyways for?
Exactly.
I'm gonna adopt. I'm take them both. I don't care.
No, then you won't produce testosterone, dude.
Oh. Steroids.
I mean, you already do steroids anyway.
I don't already. Look at how small I am right now.
For the record, Chocolate Smoov does do steroids.
I do not do steroids, nor did I ever do steroids. But
just post workout, some protein, some whey protein. Let's go some BMAs or whatever. Some fucking.
Yeah, it's just general.
You know what those
exercise.
Are? Enhancements, which are steroids.
No, a steroid is not. A steroid is a type of enhancement, but it is not.
So you don't consider those steroids? You do not consider things that give you energy.
Thing. No, a steroid is a specific thing made, and that the name of a steroid.
So hold on, these things help you recover and help you build muscle.
So do you call your eye your ear?
Yes.
Well, you're retarded though.
Because they help me see. I can see with my ears.
You're a Batman.
Call me Batman.
Dude, you have that fireworks set that's in the fucking thing? I bet you have smoke bombs in there.
Dude, I can make smoke bombs. I told you that.
Then you go out and buy freaking whatever.
I will. It's just ping pong balls and some aluminum foil. We have aluminum foil. I just gotta buy some ping pong balls.
Dude, I actually almost bought ping pong
for like $3.
That's expensive.
It's not expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I have $3 in the change bucket over there.
Well, dude, you're rich. Sorry, I don't have $3.
It's okay.
Wow.
I forgive you. You're welcome.
I spin it on glue sticks.
You spin it on glue sticks? Why'd you get glue sticks?
Never know when you're gonna need a glue stick.
But you need smoke bombs right now. Why wouldn't you just buy those?
What happens if tomorrow I need a glue stick?
You're impossible.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. Should have spent that $3. I could have had the glue sticks. It's about the longevity of your purchase.
I really don't know what to do with you.
This is the thing, right? Why do the rich people stay rich? Because they buy things that last longer. Glue sticks last longer than smoke bombs. What an idiot you are. I can't believe you didn't figure that out.
You don't need glue sticks.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
What was happening in space? What would you say in space?
Well, it didn't happen yet, but when they send the new Mars rover over.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, did you know that the Tesla Roadster that they sent to Mars has no keys? So this is what's gonna happen, right? They're gonna finally get there, or like the fucking rover, the helicopter that they send there.
Oh god,
that's
I
what
forgot
they're
my
doing.
Keys.
That's what they're doing. They're sending a helicopter. That's the big deal. They figured out how to make a basically do a drone with like the wings are like a couple meters, but they have like a drone that they figured out how to fly something on Mars's atmosphere, which is 1% of Earth's atmosphere, which is crazy to even think about. There's no wind, there's nothing to pick up on. But so check it out. What's gonna happen is that like Elon Musk will make it to Mars, and then his roadster's gonna be like up on blocks. Like, people like the Martians are gonna go over there and be like, "Oh, a car," and then they're gonna be like try to get in it and like see how to drive, and they're like, "Oh
no
shit,
keys.
Can't hotwire it.
God dang it!
It can't even drive it because even if you get it started, it starts going wherever it wants because it drives itself." So then they're like, "Oh fuck this!" They just take it apart. It has no radio, has no wheels. It's up on blocks.
I really just want to hear that AAA call. You know, like
he's like, "You guys think you can get here?" They're like, and anytime they send you like AAA, send you like they're like, "Oh
it's gonna take us like 4 years to get there, sir."
Yeah,
that's as soon as we can get there.
You could be like 2 minutes down the road from the tow company, and they'd be like, "It'll be like 3 hours." I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm just straight on the side of 95."
No, you're on freaking
I might be
Mars.
dead, but
you're on freaking Mars, and you call AAA. It's gonna take them at least 6 years.
Yeah, how long does it take to get to Mars?
4 years.
Wow. Is it?
Or like 8 months. I'm sorry.
Is it 400,000 miles per hour that the satellites are traveling through space?
400,000 miles an hour?
Yeah, I think
I think it's like 40,000 miles or 50,000 miles an hour.
So, another really cool thing about this world and what humans do and why we should eat animals. But
what?
We should eat animals that eat plants, and that's where I stand. I only eat vegan animals. So I consider myself a vegan. Now, on that note, what's super cool is that we also have satellites that can pick up and communicate with our... For the fact that we have like a cell phone that goes pew and shoots up to a satellite that's up in the space.
Right.
And then it shoots it down to a different location.
Right.
But that satellite, in order to stay there, is traveling at, let's say, the number's 40,000 miles per hour, is amazing.
Yeah, we figured out the math of how to put it into our orbit, keep it in orbit,
and communicate with it.
Yeah.
It's fucking impressive.
Good job. Proud of us.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
We did a good thing.
Yeah, think about it. That's crazy. That's absolutely
crazy. And did you know there's like, I think there's 100 or something, almost 1,000 different satellites that we put into orbit?
Oh, dude, there's a crazy... Look up the number of just things that are large enough to basically care about. Not like a shoe that fell off from some guy in space, you know what I mean? Not like that. But like significant sized things.
Over 1,886 current satellites in orbit. That's just like man-made.
That's just satellites. That's not including the nuts and bolts and the shard that got hit by a little pebble and came off with a space station or none of that, dude. That is literally
insane. It looks like it even covers like a good amount of what we see. I mean, like that's the amount of satellites right there.
Wow. And you know what's even crazy is that when you're in space, it doesn't even look like that.
Yeah, you don't even see them.
You don't even see them like that. It's bananas. Now, do you think, what about this? Do you think the purpose, like, what could be like, here's a conspiracy for you that I just created. The reason, maybe it's some, I always come up with late-ass ideas.
You're going to get people going.
But check it out. Just get the people going.
No, it's not.
What if the purpose of all the satellites is our way? And the reason why they're like, because technically Earth gets pummeled with fucking debris all day, every day. Our atmosphere at least does. And then it burns up in the atmosphere.
Mainly what if astronaut poop.
Yeah, what if they don't shit that much? There's no way.
They also, every time they excrement, it's fired into our orbit.
Do you think we were technically meant to go to space? Because biologically, our bodies don't necessarily function like great up in space, but we still shit. We still digest food the same way. We still, no matter, even though there's no gravity, our body still processes it down.
Well, see, we're a carbon-based life form. It doesn't process it down, it processes it out.
Yeah, so it's still going, it's still going through, when I mean down, I'm saying like, it still goes through its system no matter what. You don't need gravity to, so in that case, I guess it does help a little bit. Gravity does help a little bit. That's why they say if you stand up and eat, you digest it faster. But
because gravity pushes the food down.
It helps push it down, but no matter
what. But like the
what,
little amoebas that are like flying through the little water particles and the
no matter what, you'll
air.
digest your food.
Yeah, they
no matter
digest
what, you
it
can drink water. No matter what,
whatever.
all of that. So you technically, like biologically, our body's physiologically.
Physiology.
Physiological.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. But our bodies are made to go there.
Yeah. They're not made for space, but they're made to survive. And
yeah, for brief periods of time.
Yeah.
Because there's also hella radiation.
Oh yeah.
That's I think the main thing in space. I think like all the other shit, like the age we get, the speed I think one day we'll be able to achieve. And this is the thing, if we could achieve light speed, then we don't have to worry about, if we can get past light speed, then we don't have to worry about black holes. then we've overpowered that too.
Yeah.
You could say that we're above that on the food chain of the universe also.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we can be faster than that, then literally, then currently, to our knowledge, we won't be able. There's no way. There's nothing that we couldn't escape gravitational wise. So if we got too close to a sun, or if we got too close to a black hole, we would always be able to get out of it.
Yeah, because we're traveling faster than light. It sucks light in. Black holes suck light in, but
then that's only because light photons can't travel fast enough to be out of the gravity of the black hole.
Right, but if we travel just enough to where we're out of the black hole, that's faster than light, so it's like warp speed almost. Or
yeah.
What you would almost say, like creating a wormhole.
Yeah, I think
because you're tearing through matter.
I think warp 3 is light speed. I don't know what the translation is.
Are you getting this from Star Trek?
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying the equivalent of in Star Trek, like their like thing. I don't know. It might be like warp 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like go to warp 8, go to warp 10, and that I think is like. I think they definitely had to have achieved. They had to have obviously achieve past light speed.
I know they went light speed.
Because you gotta think like they made it way further in time faster than what light speed would be than a light year.
Gosh.
Yeah, because you gotta think like they made it to other like star systems and galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
And like let's say so if what's the closest thing to us, or what's the closest galaxy to us?
I think that's the Andromeda galaxy. It's a couple hundred million light years away. Yeah.
Right. So 200 million or something like that. So if that's the case, how many years is that in light years? 200 million years?
It's 2 million light years.
Yeah, so how many is that in years? And if we were going at light speed, how long?
If you're going at light speed, that's 2 million years.
Yeah, so, but I guess time doesn't exist at that point, right? So,
yeah, I guess.
It would be 2 million years, but you would just, would you not die?
No, it would be 2 million years in the closed
world. But then, so you would have to travel faster than light speed for you to significantly detect something and get to it in an efficient amount of time.
Yeah, you would have to travel probably.
So they had to have gone way faster than light speed.
You would have to travel 2 million light years in a year, which light speed 2 million times.
And now cut that down to like 6 years. So they had to be traveling 10 times the speed of light.
No, they had to have done at least 1.5 million times the speed of light.
That's insane. Yeah, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. That's why I find it so hard to believe or find it hard not to believe that there could be a possibility that other galaxies, because they're so far away, could just be different universes.
No, because they're galaxies. Because the universe is made up of galaxies.
What if the universe is basically just one big fucking string, or one big rope, and within that rope there's just a bunch of strings, and within those strings there's galaxies, what we call galaxies, but really could just be other, whatever you want to call it, other universes, however you want to put, whatever word you want to quantify, but universe or reality.
I mean, like, what you're saying is...
Because we never will be able to get there.
You're just
even if we... Alright, check it out. There's no way that even if we...
Or at least that's what...
Even if we go to another galaxy, right? And we're like, oh, we picked up a signal from the Andromeda galaxy. That's 200,000 light years away. That's still a message that's 200 years away. So even if we got there and traveled there and were able to get there, we were able to physically get there, right?
Right.
It's still, and make it so it was an efficient enough time to where we could actually, the people that would get there would help. It still,
quit banging on the car.
Sorry, it still would not be enough to stop whatever happened.
What do you mean, whatever happened?
Whatever the distress signal or whatever to meet the people that sent the signal. You wouldn't be able to get there fast enough.
I mean, like, no, you wouldn't, because you'd have to travel at least 200,000 times the speed of light to get there in a year.
Yeah, so I don't think that that's ever going to be reality unless we figure out fucking...
I think we'd have to figure out dark matter engines that move the universe around us instead of actually moving the ship. You have to ride the wave of the universe, but you have to find that right frequency. Because everything moves at a frequency. If you can change your frequency, you can change your perception of reality, and you can find little backways and doorways to whatever you want. Or at least that's my theory on that.
I think that's what the movie Interstellar's about.
Honestly, I think that's what that's about, and I think I got the idea from DC Comics, because now that I think about that, that's the dark metal event with Batman and the Justice League. But basically, there's the giant multiverse of like 52 universes.
So what you're telling me is you think that dark matter is basically the hidden key?
I think dark matter is... I mean, like, you know, the universe is like 90% dark matter, or some odd high number like that. Like 99-point-something% dark matter.
Dark matter is the thing that
harness all of that, and dark energy
when we say the universe is expanding, things aren't expanding. The planets aren't. Well, actually,
they're just moving farther away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So
it's just shifting through dark matter.
But what's happening basically is just the dark matter is spreading more. There's just more dark matter.
It's not more dark matter. It's just spreading out.
Yeah.
Moving and shifting.
Mm-hmm. So, dark matter is the universe, and we are just the things within it.
Exactly. Harness the universe, because dark matter has dark energy. Dark energy is the equivalent of...
What if that's not a thing that's obtainable? What if that's just... You can't be a table. You can stand on a table. You can sit at a table. You can throw a table. You can... But you can't be a table.
I can cut off your arms and legs and nail them to you in the shape of a table. So you can be a table. Man will find a way. So that's what we do.
No, but you'll never be what makes up of a table. You can't become
I can make you into the world's greatest table. You just have to straighten out your back. You gotta fix that
I can like get
thing
down and like somebody can put things on my back. But what I'm saying is that you'll never be a mahogany table and made from the same thing. It'll never be something.
See, that's alchemy.
But you know what though? You could utilize what a table's made out of.
Yeah. And just stretch your skin over the mahogany.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Never will we be able to be something, but we can utilize its things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We'll never be part of the universe, but we'll be able to utilize the universe itself.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe we are, and we just need to tap into it. I don't know. Type down in the comments. What do you think?
You know what a crazy thing is? Is like, do you think that there's like a secret want, like...
A want to be a mahogany table?
So you know how we're creating AI and all these things?
Yeah.
I know I'm bouncing around here, but... do you think like a underlining drive to create like this thing, this robot that could feel, that could touch, that could like have feelings and all those things?
We're just trying to play God, dude.
No, but what the purpose? I mean, that could possibly be a good thing. If we create a robot that's like that, that could have that could feel and touch and like, and have that kind of like emotion and things like that. What if that's the robot that we take our our what we call consciousness, our brains or whatever, and we input that into, and then that robot can still feel, and then it'll basically be like we're as human as possible, but we won't have to worry about our biological defects.
That's that other movie. What was it? Where they put the brains in that robot body, and it was just their consciousnesses, but put in a robot movie. Remember they killed that first dude?
Oh no, that's iRobot, but that was
no, not iRobot. I'm saying the government like recruited like 6 people, tested the first guy. He didn't survive the surgery. The lady next was like in a coma. We watched that movie. You don't remember?
I don't know. I feel like I've probably seen a movie like that, but I don't remember.
It was a really good movie. I don't remember what it was
called. But I mean, technically,
what was that movie? Write in the comments.
Or just write.
I'm on this comments thing.
Just write in the comments, anyways.
We need some comments, people. Talk to us. Tell us how you feel about this. Maybe suggestions.
No, so yeah, I don't know. That could be crazy, though. You know what I mean? Like, what if that's the next step? Because people are only meant to evolve. Like, that's what the point of, like,
that's just nature.
Everything. Yeah, everything is meant to evolve. And yeah, we evolved. We figured out fire. We figured out steel. We figured out how to put stucco on a house. You know what I mean? We figured out how to
farm,
which is unnatural as fuck.
Grow gemstones. We figured out science. Go to space.
We figured out how to go to space, right? So why is it that we are so confined to this? We can live much longer if we just, what if we create something that, we can still feel, we can touch, you can have the same feelings. The only reason why you're having, like, emotions and anything like that is because of your brain. If you didn't have a brain, you wouldn't feel sad when your girlfriend broke up with you, or you wouldn't feel upset when somebody cut you off on the highway. None of that would be possible without a brain. The only thing that is doing that for you is your brain. The only thing really holding you back to living longer and to traveling out further in space is this, our biology, our stomachs, our hearts, our blood, our everything.
That's why we're going to be floating brains one day, bro.
Get rid of that and just still create something that could still feel, though. You know what I mean? If you just put those... You know what would be crazy? A crazy process? If this is a thing by the time that I am gonna die and old, or maybe young, who knows?
Put my brain in a jar.
No, I want somebody to experiment with my body to right before I'm gonna die, dose me up on everything so that I can't feel anything in my body, and you rip out all my nerves. And just the strings of nerves and all my...
Such a painstaking process, oh my God.
Go up into my brain. And you take my brain out, and you basically just take that part out with all the dangling nerves. And you just reapply those onto the body of the frame of a robot. And then import my brain into that robot. And then just put like a tube with an oxygen flow to the brain so that it's getting oxygen.
I'm getting gruesome up in here.
And then I'm a robot, but I can still feel because I'll have all my nerves and everything else, and you just put a little layer of skin on it and you just make it look like me but this me, so I'm handsome as fuck. And then bing bang boom. So,
it's at like an hour and...
It's a genius idea. So think about it, people. Rip your brain out, rip all your nerves out, and become a robot. That's what this world's about. Vote for me for president, and also senator, mayor. Hashtag the nipple king. Hashtag chocolate Smoov and Chappsticc. Hashtag man, my nipples are hard.
Guys, please don't rip your nerves out. This is a disclaimer from Chappsticc, keeping it moist.
If you do it, I'm not saying to do it, but if you did do it, let me know how it goes.
Please don't do it.
If you're a robot out there, and that's how you became a robot, let me know, because I'm trying to become a vampire, but, I mean, if that's also an option, that might be cool.
Ooh, we can have an AI guest. Just have, like, a robot as a guest.
Yeah. What if Stephen Hawking was actually just an AI?
I don't think that's true.
He did. I guess when your body shuts down and you... Alright, you know what? We're out of here.
Yeah, this is a different topic for a different story.
See you later, guys. My nipples are hard. I love you. Goodbye.
Peace.